Hi guys, this is Fawkes1989. I have for you a video today about the witch's house. I know I promised you a Final Fantasy VII video this week, but unfortunately time has not been on my side. I had to work Wednesday morning instead of the afternoon, which is when I normally get my Final Fantasy video done. And also, unfortunately, I had power outing this morning, so I didn't have any power for quite a bit of time. That being said, I had this video already edited and ready to go. I just needed to put a narration on it because I didn't record live at the time of recording due to the fact that I was trying to concentrate due to the difficulty of the task I set aside to do here. This is The Witch's House. It is a kind of like a horror RPG game made in RPG Maker. The main problem with this one here is that despite you having a health bar, anything that can kill you will, and like one shot, and everything wants to kill you. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to do a no save run. There's one point in the middle where if you know how to do it, you can save legitimately. However, otherwise you're not allowed to save the entire way through. So basically I had to try to get through the game without dying. So, what I'm trying to do here is to get through the game without saving, and right before the final ending of the game, you have the ability to access a secret, I would say, dialogue screen or dialogue window that explains a little bit more about the story of the game. Warning: if you have not played this game, and if you would like to, I recommend you stop watching this video because it does cover the true ending of the game, and you will get spoilers. So what I do here is I'm trying to show you how to solve the actual puzzles instead of just doing it for you and leaving you wondering why. So for example, the book here is talking about using using silver to detect poison. Now you give the chef your teddy bear limbs, because if you just say lend a hand, then he'll chop off your hand and you get a game over. But he gives you a silver key. So you push Jared away and you put it in the soup. The soup is quite clearly poison. So it turns black and the door is unlocked. You could also drink the soup and the door will still unlock, but it'll die before you can reach the door. Or you will die before you reach the door. Now, in this game, keys do not open doors. You have to do certain things to open doors. Keys are just, like necessary things to do other things, like with the soup. So if you talk to the shadow here before, they say that they're trying to organize the books, but they can't do it because they need rope. So you give them rope and you get the Book of Death. If you read the Book of Death, it's a game over. But you can bring it into the little display room here and put it on the shelf. Now, as you attempt to escape, you hear the scraping of the stone here, and then this thing starts chasing you. So you dodge it, and then you leave. Whenever something chases you, simply leaving the room and going back in normally fix it. There are a couple things where they'll chase you across consecutive screens, but this isn't one of them. So you get the butterfly model here, and if you go back to the room where the barrel and the rope in the barrel, there's a small note on the wall that says that the spider has bad eyesight, can't even tell colors apart. So what this means is, the whole point to unlock the next door is you have to rescue that yellow butterfly on the net, or the web. But if you simply just take and leave, the spider catches you. So you take the butterfly and you replace it with the model. I said the model. There we go. And then you go to leave. Now there's going to be a hole in the floor there, so you just walk to the edge and get around it. And voila. The butterfly flutters out of your hands and slips to the wall, and then the door to the next area unlocks. Suit of armor's back. Now, the little black cat that you see here and there, that's your save point. So that's why I'm ignoring the cat. Now, all these bags on the floor are actually filled with dead cats. You'll find out why later. So I have to dodge the knives. Dodge the other knives. While I was recording, I did die once there, because I dodged the first knife, then when I was running, I actually dodged into the knife in the middle. That's heading the same way I am. I moved too early. It was funny. So the bridge there is too thin to hold your weight, so you send the frog across and he flicks the switch for you. Once again, ignoring the cat, we go to the next room. Now here, what you have to do is you have to make both sides of the room complete mirror images. So the first thing I do is I'm going to rearrange the canned sweets and the picture. So they're opposites. The frog down on the chair. Place the cake on the table so it's opposite of the other one. Push the plant out of the way. There's a rose behind it. Now, if you investigate that rose pot just below where I pushed that tree, you'll see that it has 6 roses. But the other one on the other side of the room only has 5 roses. You have to put that rose in the other thing of roses. So push the plant into place, put the rose in the thing. I do believe that's it. So then you head back up and you have to tear off the note to actually make the room a mirror image. Now, what you have to do is you have to pick up the frog here, but I totally forgot. So I go to leave, you hear the frog kind of, hey, don't forget me, and you run back and grab him. Okay, so here's the distraction hallway. If you read the note, don't let anything distract you, then you cannot save. But simply going through the hallway, when you reach this point here, you can branch off and actually save at the cat here. And the maker of the game, Fumi, did that specifically so that way you do have a halfway point, because if you get right to the very end and then you die, it's game over. You have to start again from the beginning. And like I said, there is a lot of ways to die. He's hungry. So you go up against the door, and you can clearly feel something on the other side of the door. Now there's a window the size of your palm. Now if you look in the game side, there's black scales. Basically it's a giant snake. So you force the frog through the window, he gets totally devoured, and the snake now happy leaves. If you go back into the room, you'll be met with a disturbing image. This one's simple. Go where only one eye is open. Both closed. Both closed. Both open. Uh-oh. What do you mean? Well, obviously it's in the middle. That was a really easy puzzle. Oh, pardon me. But you see all these little jump scares, like whenever I'm about to leave a room, you see something like appear behind me. So make sound in the 4th room. Now this one actually took me a little while to get. I couldn't figure out what to do when she started chasing me. But there's a little note, see it on the wall that's bouncing. If you read that, it says destroy the painting or something like that. So you hit the big pumpkin 4 times, and that opens the door. Now what you need here is, there's a puzzle on the wall. I could be the sun, I could be the sand, and I can be a bird. What am I? Well, obviously it's a clock, right? Sundial, hourglass, and cuckoo clock. So we got a queen key for that. Now if you head up to the top here, there's a piano. And if you remember, I just picked up some sheet music. Now if you read the thing, it says you need not play. Meaning no matter what, you never need to actually play the piano. So you place the sheet music and then do nothing. You back up and it starts to play all by its onesies. And you get another trinket. This one's a king key. So let's head back over to this room here. Peekaboo. Now this room's kind of changed. Push back. Now you got 2 turnkeys, so which one's going to work? Well, a grandfather clock, you think would work probably with the king key. So insert the king key and turn it, and the clock starts to tick. Now over on this side here, now this one was a little more difficult. If you just simply play the music box and leave, then the toy soldier will shoot your face off. But if it says there, play the music box with 12. The trick is 12 is the numerical number of the queen card in a deck of playing cards. You got 1 through 10, then jack is 11, queen is 12, and king is 13. So now you can head out. He falls over, and the door opens. A sobbing statue of a woman. So she lost her ring. Oh, what was that? So you see a big fireplace. Let's just go ahead and stick our head in there, because that sounds about nice. There's a hole and an iron ladder going down. So we're going to head down, and we're going to end up in someplace familiar. We're in the dining room again. Now you can clearly see an arrow to the wall there. Now I had to take a drink there if you didn't mind. Pause. Let's open the door. The chef is gone, but there's something boiling on the pot on the stove here. So open the lid. Now, of course, you're not going to reach into a boiling pot with your bare hands, so we need to find something to reach into the pot with. Over in the corner here, there's some chopsticks. Make sure you take note of where they're from. Because as we reach into the thing with the chopsticks, and look around and look around. Aha, there we go. Someone's peeking through the window. He wants his chopsticks back. So what you need to do is you need to put them back where you found them, which was the ribs. We're just going to go ahead and move our way out here. Now, just as we go through the door, you hear footsteps coming down the stairs. You got GTFO. I've never stuck around to see what happens, so don't ask. So you need to put the ring on the statue. After all, it's her ring, right? Now, this door here actually could have forced open without having to get the ring, but the second you take one step here, you end up just, your head just pops off. I found the significance of that scene a little interesting. Because that was the witch, so for some reason she protected you. So take the blue doll, put it on the blue table. Oops. Stay there. Take the green doll, put it on the green table. And take the red doll, put it on the red table. That's simple enough. So now we're in some sort of indoor garden here. Now there's 3 kind of flowers in the gardens. You have the yellow ones, the white one, and the red grasses. In the north of the room I'm currently in, there also is a clock. If you talk to the big tree enough, he'll tell you to not disturb the keeper of time, which is the grandfather clock, because if you touch it, it'll fall over and squish you to death. The flower ladies are beautiful and can speak. These are the characteristics. The white flowers are the most beautiful of the garden. When touched by rain, oddly, their petals glow. The red grasses are knowledgeable, but they often lie. Yellow flowers are lovely to a fault. The pollen they give off is a medicine that can either give life or death. So talk to the red grasses, and they tell you which of the ways to X is proper. Of course, one of them says none of them are proper, means at least one of them, hey, they look as cool. Let's take that with us. Now, the correct way is to pluck. Reason being is you're going to need the petals. Remember, the petals glow when exposed to water. So they're all happy that the white flower is dead, and you get the white powder. So we're going to bring the white powder back into the jail cell area. And there's a gentleman in this cell here who is hacking on coffee and needs medicine. Unfortunately, he cannot use the medicine as it is. There's something he needs for it. I personally thought it was water, because you get an empty bottle, so I thought maybe you had to fill it full of water and give it to him. So in the middle one here, you get your empty bottle. If you go over to here, there's a book, Read the Skull Soldier. The thing you have to remember here is front, left, right, front, left, right. Let's grab the skull and get out of here. That's poison, so if you stand there too long, you'll die. Now we have 3 skulls. And here's a 4th one in this little jar here. If you read the note, it says that the water is blocked by the skulls. So basically you have to finish a pattern in skulls. So front, right, left, front. This one would be right. And this one would be left. And then front, right, left. So this one has to be front. Pull the switch. And bingo! We have water. Of course, it's not going to be that easy, is it? Rum! This one here chases you over 3 screens. The first one, the second one, and now this one. Once you get to here, you're safe. For now. Head up here. Now you notice there's a couple of like shadows in the water there. Those are tadpoles. Those are the tadpoles of the frog we fed to the snake. Talk to them too much and they kill you. Don't ask how. They're tadpoles. So we're going to come over here and we're going to put the petals in the bottle, which starts to glow. You can now walk in darkness, which is an auto ability, meaning it's always active. So there's a very slight ring of light around you. You can feel free to explore. I haven't found anything in here that directly kills you during this part here. But in the very last dresser here, you'll find a jade pipe. Now, if you notice, there's a statue that wasn't there a minute ago. As you head out, it follows you. So now you know that it's following you, so you better run. As you can hear, it's sliding along. Now, heading up here, you're going to drop the bottle. Now what you want to do is you want to push A to dismiss the window and then keep moving until you exit. I'm presuming otherwise the thing catches up and gets you. I haven't been slow enough to actually caught yet, so I don't know. So we're going to head over here, and we're going to give the jade pipe to the gentleman who we gave the medicine to. He snags up the pipe and hides in the back corner. I guess he smokes his medicine. Now you hear somebody leaving the other cell. So we're going to head into it. And there's a bundle on the floor. Let's pick that up. Now, if you read the sign, it says, "Let them bleed," or something like that. Now, if you put on the red shoes, your head pops off. But if you head up to where the water is, because obviously it says, "Let them bleed," obviously they're covered in blood. So let's wash them off. So now you know that they're glass shoes. So we're going to head our way out, and on our way out, and holy shit, there's another scroll. So just hide where the water is, go back, and he's gone. Now, if you read the sign in the poison room, it'll tell you that you need clear shoes to move over the poison. And guess what? Glass is clear, and we got glass shoes. So what you do is you have to keep moving, because otherwise you're barely just going to make it out of this room. Don't let anything distract you. Like that. Just barely made it out of the room. So here, this one's a hard part. I haven't actually found the actual way to get the solution, but it's 6006. I had to look that one up when I first played. So we're in some sort of infirmary or medicine room. So we're going to take this cute little bottle. Oh, look at that. It's a purple doll head. Let's grab that and run like hell. So all of a sudden you're being chased by eyeballs. So, oh, that room's all red too. So now the poison is gone. You want to head to this room here. There's nothing in here, but we'll check anyways. Oh, look, it's a doll body. Let's pick that up. As you do, some cockroaches fall in. Nothing really big. I'm going to say, purple doll. Where have we seen dolls like that before? So if you work your way past the now bloody tree and out of the thing, you remember that there was a purple table. So let's combine the head with the body and place it on the table. Now this causes the red one to move over. There's a hole underneath. So we're going to go down that. And we're just going to walk. Come to my room. Sounds an awful lot like the first note we read. So we're going to head upstairs. This looks like the hallway just before. Oh, look at that. It's a kitty. I knew you would need my help one bit. Well, the house does try to help out with all the notes and stuff. But everybody is clear who the master of the house is. Now, if you check back whenever I pause, you see that my character's name is Viola. See, the black cat is actually a demon who is possessing the cat's body. He's the demon that gave the witch Ellen her power. But if you notice, he called me Ellen. What's with that? So here's the witch's room. Now the witch is horribly sick. Her body is deteriorating. So it would seem that the witch switched bodies with the original Viola, using her witchly magic. So, because the medicine that she was given, it's quite clear that she can't speak. She's trying to say, give it back. Now, here I don't mind dying because I already did the whole secret thing. If you notice now, on the first one it says witch's room. But on the new save it says my room. That's because it turns out that you are the witch in Viola's body. You know, for a woman with no legs and no eyes, she can move pretty damn fast. So what you want to do is to get out of the house. But if you head back to the beginning, I didn't show it, but in the room where I got the teddy bear at the very beginning, there's a little cabinet. It says, come back when the house is in order, or something of the sort. And if you go back during this chase scene now, up, over, check it out, you get Ellen's knife. So now you gotta leave, head over, and out the front door. If you get the knife, you get the true ending. If you don't get the knife, you get the normal ending. So if you read the letter here, Dear Viola, I'm sorry for yelling at you. There's an old legend that a witch lives in the forest. Your friend's house is very near the forest. So I was worried about you. Your friend's name was Ellen, right? And just didn't I? And then just blanks out. That was from Viola's father. So you use a cute little bottle. If you check it out earlier, it says that it's designed to be used on the roses. And it gets rid of them. So now just walk down. What's that sound? Oh, look. It's Viola. She caught up to us. Gouging out her eye again. So whenever Viola and Ellen traded bodies, it turns out that Viola actually still had some control over Ellen's powers. And therefore she was able to trap Ellen and Viola's body in the house. So you've been the witch the entire time. And this is when he gets sad. She's quite clearly trying to call to her father. No matter which ending you choose, that's the outcome. But if you don't go for the true ending, then it's not explained that that who we think is Viola is actually Ellen. Now, at the end here, there is a cutscene that I forgot about and didn't cut out, where you see the cat walk over to the corpse and then simply just disappear. And so that was The Witch's House, including Secret Scene and True Ending. You guys can find it easily by just searching The Witch's House RPG Maker or something of the sort. You will need the RPG Maker real-time plugin, or RTP, to actually play the game. But if you download it from the website where you download, like you can on the website where you download The Witch's House, you'll also get a README file that has a link to the real-time plugin. So thanks for watching and thanks for listening. This is Fawkes1989 signing off.